today addressing an urgent and growing concern of cargo theft on this subcommittee. Last fall, PFL, a third-party logistics company in Evansville, one of Indiana's transportation hubs, lost a $60,000 shipment when its cargo was stolen by a previously trusted carrier. For a small company, this kind of loss is absolutely devastating, one that employees and customers ultimately bear. This drives inflation at a time when inflation is top of mind of our constituents and, of course, undermines our rule of law. PFL is just one of many companies who've fallen victim to a rising wave of cargo theft across the country, and they're asking for Congress to take action. They want us to work together with their industry to address this threat and come up with some concrete solutions. So I'm grateful to all the stakeholders present today for your participation. I look forward to hearing your perspectives as we consider how to respond to this threat. Since the COVID pandemic, cargo theft has surged across the country, reaching by some calculations a decade-long high. Once carried out by crude criminals, now with the rise of e-commerce, this crime domain includes sophisticated domestic and international groups from China, Eastern Europe, and Mexico. They not only hijack trucks and rob rail cars, but they exploit vulnerabilities in online transactions, concocting elaborate schemes, tricking businesses and third parties, and stealing or holding their cargo hostage. Cargo theft is so difficult to spot and stop because it takes so many forms, from spoofing to fictitious pickups, from phishing to identity theft. Homeland Security Investigations estimates that the annual loss from cargo theft, quote, accounts for $15 to $35 billion annually. Of course, these costs are ultimately shouldered by customers when retailers raise prices to cover losses. These crimes are often committed by repeat offenders, and very few, 1 in 10, according to the American Trucking Association, results in arrest. The Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration, which is responsible for regulating motor carriers, doesn't have adequate protections in place to identify fraudulent actors or remove them from its system. Nor does the agency have the statutory authority to assess civil penalties for violations of its safety or commercial regulations. At the state level, cargo theft is underreported, often miscategorized as simple property crime. To effectively combat this evolving threat, we must modernize our safeguards. I'm hopeful that together we can begin the process of establishing and implementing those safeguard reforms today. I look forward to a productive and meaningful discussion with our witnesses, and I look forward to thoughtful questions and exchanges initiated by my colleagues. And so at this time, I will recognize Ranking Member Peters. Proud to serve with him in this capacity on this subcommittee. Mr. Peters, I'd like to recognize you to deliver your opening remarks.